Hi guys, welcome to this quick review about this TOPUMP 7500 milliamps pedal board electric air pump with 20 PSI. The model type is TPS300. Yes, stand-up pedal boards are a huge trend these days and they make a lot of fun, but there's just one big problem with them, and that's the inflation and deflation process. I've been already with my new board at the beach with my son. He's a strong young guy, and we had to inflate the thing, and it took us almost forever, and we got really exhausted. And even though my son is a really strong guy, he's a weightlifter, and after a couple of minutes he asked me already, "Hey dad, can you help me please with that?" And I tried for some time, and then we switched back to him. Yeah, it really took a long time, and it took much of the fun away. And similar thing at the very end. Of course you can release the air a little bit, but after that you have to make sure that it's really fully deflated, like almost like a vacuum, so you can put it back into the backpack to have enough space there. And so if you intend to buy a stand-up paddleboard, this is also like a must. And the good thing is it's rechargeable, so you can take it at the beach with you. It has such a large charge that it can charge many stand-up paddle boards and deflate them again. We have these 4 soft rubber feet. Let's say if you want to use that like on concrete or so, then it has a safe stand. We have also this opening here, and it includes a 12-volt car, like a cigarette adapter charge. I mean, it's not a charger, this is direct power. This is a very good and very important thing, that you have a possibility to not only use it from the charge which we have inside, even though we have a lot of charge, but sometimes you can forget, and then it's not possible to charge this thing and use it at the same time. The only thing is to use direct power, and this is the reason why we have this. This is really good. By the way, to charge it, of course, we have this power supply here, which works from 100 volts to 240 volts worldwide, so even works for worldwide travel. Then we can charge this thing here. Takes a couple of hours, but we really have a lot of charge. And what's also good here is that we have normal USB-A port, so if you are at the beach, you want to charge your phone, tablet or whatsoever, you can use this thing here to charge your electric devices. That's also very helpful. So how does it work? With a long press we turn it on, and then we have to adjust the pressure. What's also good here is that the maximum which you can set is 20 psi, and I would say the 20 psi is in a very safe range. So even somebody's using that and they forget to adjust this thing, I would say 20 psi is still in a safe range, so it wouldn't like explode a stand-up paddleboard. This is really good that we have this low maximum, but usually we just need about 15 psi. At least my paddleboard is using 15 psi. It's already a lot, I can tell you. Of course we can switch between psi and bar, and then we can start using it with a short press here. So I stop this here again. It's very strong, it's very loud, and at the very end with a long press you can turn it off again. So very easy to use. I wish the buttons would be a little bit better indicated, but it's still very easy to use, and usually it shouldn't be a problem to see the writing, and it's anyway, it's very intuitive. What we also see, I have already used this to inflate and deflate a full-size paddleboard, and you can see it still shows the maximum battery charge, so you can use it many times to inflate and deflate before you have to recharge it. Now let's go to the accessories. You can see we have these 5 heads. This definitely should fit for any kind of stand-up paddleboard. As far as I know, this is the most used, and so we attach it here to this hose. And the hose, I would say, is very sturdy. I mean, everything what we have here is very sturdy. It's nicely built. And then we have to choose to either inflate or deflate. Inflate is on the left side, which is also pretty much standard. Deflate on the right side. And then we attach the hose here, and this is also something which is super sturdy build. You can see you also have a lot of power here to nicely secure it safely. You don't need any tools or so. And this is also how it really works in real life to inflate. You start here and then you attach the nozzle to the stand-up pedal board, and when it's fully inflated you release this and then you release this here. You always start here at the pump. It's really important because the hose itself of course has no protection against air loss, and if it's fully inflated and you would remove the hose here, it would deflate then after that. Of course the hose itself is not super flexible, but if you have it like that, it's definitely enough to twist it, like secure it here and then to release it even when it's fully secured here at the pump. That worked absolutely with no problem. Then we also have this 12-volt car charger, and we get even an extra fuse for the car charger here. Of course this would also work for the other one which is already connected to the pump. And then of course the question is, how did it really work? Has it been working really good? How fast was it? Yeah, it worked absolutely awesome. So this is something which you could actually just connect and then go away and come back a couple of minutes later. This works absolutely on its own. You just adjust the pressure and then you start it when it's connected, and then it starts inflating with a lot of air and low power, I mean low pressure at the beginning for about 1 or 2 minutes depending on the size of your stand-up pedal board. You can see that it really fills up with air very fast, and then after it's fully inflated it switches automatically to the high pressure mode, which of course then is using less air but much more power, and then you can see the pressure going up, and then it will stop exactly where you have set the maximum pressure. This works absolutely awesome. So in my case took about 7 minutes or so, can't remember exactly. And of course the deflation process works vice versa in about same style. Of course when you attach it, it will automatically release some air through the other opening here in the back, and you don't need to turn it on at the beginning. Only when it stops deflating for the remaining air you can turn it on here. Of course you have to use the other side for deflation, and it won't stop at 0 or so. You really have to be close and check. I mean, it wouldn't destroy the boat, but it's not good when it's already totally deflated, has a vacuum and still working. Of course with so much power it's not super quiet, it produces quite some noise, but outside it's absolutely no problem. It's like not unbearable. You don't need any earplugs or so unless you want to sit the whole time very close to the pump. Other than that it's absolutely no problem. So for me absolutely worked. You can see we have even here this handle here, maybe you can use that for your hose or so. We have also an extra handle here to carry. So we have everything what we need. It's very convenient, it's strong, has a large charge. So this is a very nice device. You can see that again here, really nicely built, so absolutely perfect. And so I can give you full recommendation on that, and so I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order try from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time.